to our lesson on volleyball. This is a review lesson, and we're also going to work on serving at the end. So we'll do a few of the skills with passing and setting, and then we'll do underhand serving and overhand serving. You're going to need 3 targets. Could be something your ball-like item could land in or on. You're going to need something you can lay on the ground to know you're going to stand behind it. I'm using a sock. You could use pretty much anything. I would say don't use like a marker on the ground, because if the lid comes off, might not be good. And then you need a ball-like item you can use as a volleyball, okay? Just keep in mind that when you're using a balloon, it doesn't land the same as other balls will or as a volleyball will. So it might go in a different direction than you would expect it to. And that's okay, all right? If you're doing everything correctly, just go with it. Go find your equipment. Okay, first up, we're gonna use this marker for where we're gonna stand. You're gonna stand about 1 giant step from a target, okay? All we're gonna use is this target for right now, and then you need a ball-like item. What you're gonna do is stand like you're passing the ball. So do this with me again, passing, show me what it looks like. Knees are bent, weight's kind of on your toes, flat hand, thumb, and your arms are out straight. And all you're gonna do is kind of shrug your shoulders is kind of the motion. When you do this, your platform here, it's not gonna go above your shoulder, okay? So maybe you're coming up to here, but not too often will you do any higher, right? So take your ball-like item, and I like to have one foot a little bit in front of the other, sometimes like this, depends on where I'm at on the court. And you're just gonna toss it up, get under it, and you are trying to make it into your target or on your target. Practice time. You're hitting it between your wrist and your elbow, okay? I'm gonna try again with a different kind of ball. Just getting under it, and then trying to make it there. Third time to charm. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna toss your ball just a little bit to the side, and we're gonna pretend you didn't have enough time to get under it. It's better if you can get under your pass when you play, but if you can't, you can dip your shoulders down in the middle, one shoulder. So do this with me. Got your knees bent, flat hand, thumbs, and then the ball's coming over here. So you dip your shoulder down, and you're gonna hit it here again. And then same with the other side. You dip this shoulder down, you hit it there, okay? So you're gonna toss it to yourself, just going a little bit over here or a little bit over here. Have to take a step maybe, and then just try to get it to your target. The next one you'll do, toss it this way. And you notice, depending on what you're using, it's gonna make a difference on how easy or difficult it is to get to your target. Okay? Do your best. Okay, the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do tiny sets. You can decide one of two things. You're either gonna toss it up and do a little set, focusing on your wrists. Remember, show me how your hands go with setting. Like this, right? Hands on your hips gives you the kind of formation it's gonna be in. Looks like a triangle, kind of like you're catching a football, okay? They go above your forehead. This hairline is kind of where the ball should be. And if it's difficult to toss it to yourself, just bring it up here and act like you're bringing the ball in. So we're gonna go in, and then we're just gonna flip our wrists a little bit and go for your target. Practice time. now you're gonna go for all 3 targets, 1, 2, and 3. You can do them in whatever order you want, but you need to do all 3. Remember, when you're going for the further one, you're gonna push further out, okay? I would suggest going on your knees or sitting down if you are inside a building. You can try to toss it up to yourself like this and get under it, maybe just catch it, or you can toss it up and go through the whole motion. Or you can start from here, bring it down to your forehead, and then just push it up, okay? Remember, the back set is like this. I'm gonna do this without tossing it. You bring it down, you're kind of making a J motion and it's going across your head a little bit, and then you're pushing up, and you're trying to extend your arms all the way. My arms are sore, so they didn't move as far as they should. Practice. Ready? Go. Most of the time when you see volleyball, you'll see people toss up a ball and hit it like this, right? Maybe they're jumping, maybe they're not. Well, when you're learning to play volleyball, many people will start with an underhand serve. When you do an underhand serve, you need to take your hand and make it into a fist, one of them. I recommend you do it with the hand that you write with or draw with, or use the most, like if you were to play softball or baseball, that you throw with. I'm gonna put this hand into a fist, and then I'm gonna get my thumb out of the way. I hit the volleyball here when I serve underhand. Some people will hit the volleyball here. Either way, you have to get your thumb out of the way. This hand is gonna go straight back and straight forward. Ready? You got this. Straight back, straight forward. Good job, okay? Now, your other hand holds an imaginary ball right now. Do this. From your belly button out. It's kind of more or less in front of where this hand's gonna go. This hand doesn't move. It's like frozen. All of it, not moving at all, okay? So it looks like this. The leg that is in line with where the ball is being, or the leg that's on the same side of where the ball is, that one's gonna be forward, okay? And you're gonna step into it, and that's all you need to do, okay? You're stepping, and then this arm is going back, kind of like a grandfather clock or a pendulum. So you're gonna go forward with it, like this. If my hand is facing that way, that tends to be where the ball goes. Now, if I went like this, chances are the ball's going that way. If I go like this, chances are the ball's going that way. If you're playing volleyball and when you end, your hand is straight up, the ball may go more straight up. So you want it to kind of lean into it and have your hand facing that direction, okay? We're gonna try this with a ball. And you can try to go close, medium, far, whatever works for you, whatever you wanna do. See how many points you can score. So I got one foot in front, that same side is holding the ball. I'll show you once here. I'm gonna go for the close one this time, okay? So I step and I just hit it a little bit, right? Press. try it with your other hand. So the hand that you normally color with or draw with, put the ball in that one. Step that foot out, okay? And the other hand is gonna make a fist, get the thumb out of the way. You're either gonna hit it here, or you're gonna move the thumb here and then hit it there. And step and hit it. Of course, I got closer with my other hand, okay? Just try it out, see what happens. Maybe you'll get it there, maybe you won't. Do your best. Okay, it is time for the overhand serve. In the house? Yes. We're just gonna work on some of the stuff to get you ready for an overhand serve. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna have your target set up like this, and you're just gonna step and you're gonna kind of drop. Now, if you don't think you can throw these things in the house, maybe get a paper ball. And if these are too big for you to throw with your hand, get a paper ball. A ball of paper that you don't need anymore. Turn it into a ball. Or you're just gonna step with your opposite foot, and you're just gonna drop it. We're gonna drop it right up here though, okay? So it doesn't matter if you make it in one of your targets. This is just a straight line to show you that you're going in a straight line. So if you want to, you put this arm out, well, put it out. And then step, and then we're just gonna drop, okay? And you wanna make sure you're dropping it in that line, okay? You are doing this with your dominant hand, the hand you like to draw with, write with, color with, or throw baseball, softball, football with, okay? Go. So if you want to, you put this arm out, well, put it out. And then step, and then we're just gonna drop, okay? Now, the next thing, the most important thing with a serve is your toss. When you toss the volleyball, it has to be with your non-dominant hand. This is probably, okay, this is what I am weak on when I serve overhand, which is why sometimes I'll choose to serve underhand when I play. Still, yes, I do. Now, when you toss, this hand goes straight out, okay? Just like it did with the underhand serve. What you're gonna do is you wanna toss it in front of this leg, okay? This one's gonna take a step forward, right? Your weight starts on this back foot, so you're kind of more balanced on this foot than your other one. You toss it up, and then you want it to land right there, okay? So all we're gonna work on right now is getting the toss, and you're kind of lifting it up, all right? You don't have to throw it up in the sky. You just kind of want it to go, you know, right about there. So toss it up, And see, even that was too far in front of me. Put one of your targets where you would want to hit it. So if you were to take a step, like you were to step, see where your arm would go, like this. Probably go right here. So I would want the ball to land right there. Move it forward just a little bit. Go ahead and practice this. All right, now that we've worked on the toss, what I'm gonna have you do is make sure that your marker is in front of you. You're not allowed to step on that. When you play volleyball, that back line, this is one of the most important rules when you're serving. You cannot step on or over that line until after you've made contact with the ball. What you're gonna do now is you're gonna toss it up and you're just gonna catch it like this. So watch. I'm going up and like this. But this arm, you gotta do something with it. What you're gonna do with this arm is you're gonna bring it back. Do this with me. So the hand that you like to throw with, you're bringing it back like this. So you toss, this arm's coming back, and then you're gonna go up. All right? So that one was too far in front of me. You're not gonna get it perfect every time. Go ahead and try practicing this. Motion. Now, if you think your toss is off, like it's not going to land right here, let it land and see where it goes. And you can see kind of what you need to fix. So this arm straight out, you're going to toss it up. Know that with the balloon, you're probably pushing it up a little bit harder than you would with an actual volleyball. And then you're going to bring this arm back like this, and you're going to bring it up and hit it here, okay? And then you can follow through with your arm after you hit it. Just bring your arm all the way through. You might have to wait a little bit with the balloon for it to drop so it can hit your hand, because you're wanting to hit it with your hand, not just your fingertips like I just did, okay? Now, if you have a ball like this, catch it, okay? That way you don't hit anything over there. Another option might be you just toss it up and you touch it. So you're not really going through the whole swing and then swing through. Third option, paper ball. Toss it up. Feels kind of weird with paper ball. Practice time, do your best. Okay, for this last minute, you're going to create a goal. What that means is it's something that you want to achieve. It can be something like, let's say you want to see how many back sets you can make into the basket, your basket, or on your target in 1 minute. Let's say you want to try underhand serving and you want to see how many you can make. Take something from this video or the past videos right now. Give yourself 20 seconds or so to think of it. And here's your goal. It's like, in the next minute, I'm going to do blank. I'm going to make 5, 6, 7, 8. Think about how you were doing today when you practiced. Okay, go. Okay, you have 1 more minute. So setting a goal is very interesting. If you set a goal not knowing how much you can do, then sometimes it might set you up for failure. So let's say I set a goal to serve underhand, make it in there 40 times in a minute. Well, I wasn't taking into account that I have to go get my item, right? And then 40 times, that means I'm almost doing 1 a second. Probably not gonna make that. You're gonna take the same goal you just had. So let's say my goal was to get it in there 30 times in a minute. That means I only had 2 seconds to make a serve. Well, I only got 5. This time, my goal is to get 7 because I'm gonna try to get 2 more. I think that's a goal that I can make, all right? So set your goal right now. You got 1 minute. This is the last minute. Go! this lesson. Go ahead and practice these skills again on your own, or watch the video again and practice them with me. Bye for now.